this graphic up and sent over to the live thing.
And I can just.
Yeah.
Tim, you see where everybody's from on the other team? They're all over.
And then there's also the global muting
I know,
of
right?
audio, which is right here.
Florida, Wyoming,
So that means
Illinois,
everything.
Oh, so I can leave my
Yeah,
check.
you can leave. You can just
And then.
Welcome in, folks, to Central Lakes College as the Central Lakes College Raiders battle their division rivals, the North Dakota State College of Science. They come in with a 5-0 record, averaging 50 points a game this year. Central Lakes comes in with a record of 2-3 overall, looking to get back to 500 today. And for starters, let's roll out the coaching staff.
And now let's meet our 2021 CLC coaching staff. Head coach, Greg Medic. Assistant coach, Shane Jordan. Assistant coach, Riley Atkinson. Assistant coach, Rob Kalaji. Assistant coach, Jordan Getty. Assistant coach, Troy Schreifels. And assistant coach, Dave Bostrom. And now, let's meet our 2021 offensive starting lineup.
James Getty, offensive line, Dakota High School, Kingston, Minnesota, freshman.
Javon Coleman, offensive line, Tartan High School, Oakdale, Minnesota, freshman.
Luke Olson, offensive lineman, Cambridge Sandy High School, Cambridge, Minnesota, freshman.
Cornelius McNeil, offensive lineman, Dobson High School, Mesa, Arizona, freshman.
Jared Goodman, tight end, Columbia Heights High School, Columbia Heights, freshman.
Anthony Richmond, running back, Wayzata High School, Plymouth, Minnesota, freshman.
Matt Torres, quarterback, Riverside Brookfield High School, Riverside, Illinois, freshman.
Tucker Schultz, wide receiver, Kimball Area High School, Kimball, Minnesota, freshman.
Jake Mull, wide receiver, Ashland High School, Ashland, Wisconsin, freshman.
Noah Foster, wide receiver, Warren High School, Warren, Minnesota, sophomore.
Caleb Jones, wide receiver, Armstrong High School, Plymouth, Minnesota, and a freshman.
And now let's meet our 2021 CLC defensive starting lineup.
Nicholas Corum, defensive end, Century High School, Bismarck, North Dakota, freshman.
Joey Hessian, D-line, Sauk Rapids Rice High School, Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, freshman.
Riley Warden, D-line, Coney High School, New Germany, Minnesota, sophomore.
Ramon Jr., linebacker, Washburn High School, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm a freshman.
Hunter Nissen, linebacker, Aiken High School, Aiken, freshman.
Charles Dressel, middle linebacker, Mounds View High School, Shoreview, Minnesota, sophomore.
Cole Hiltner, linebacker, Pillager High School, Brainerd, Minnesota, freshman.
Devin Dean, I played safety. Bertha Hewitt, freshman.
Lamar Nelson, cornerback, Minneapolis Washburn, Minneapolis, Minnesota, freshman.
Vito Richards, defensive back, Assembly High School, Invergrove Heights, Minnesota, freshman.
Tim Ryan, defensive back, Pigot Lakes High, Pigot Lakes, Minnesota, sophomore.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Lakes College for today's homecoming football game between the NBSCS Wildcats and their Central Lakes College Raiders. We would like to extend a special welcome to all CLC and BCC alumni in attendance today. At this time, we'd ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag, which is just beyond the south end zone, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Central Lakes College will begin receiving the opening kickoff.
Says CLC will be receiving the kickoff here this afternoon. The Raiders wearing special homecoming uniforms here this afternoon. And the North Dakota State Wildcats coming in 5-0 this year, averaging 50 points a game, and their defense pretty good too, allowing just over 17 points per game this year. And here's the kickoff. Returned here by Caleb Jones from the 5. And a good return up to the 30. And that is where Central Lakes will start the crew here this afternoon. Matt Torres here starting the game for Central Lakes here this afternoon, as he's been the primary starter all year for Central Lakes. And here is Torres here in the gun this afternoon, as Noah Foster moves in motion to the left. Handoff here to Richmond. Richmond shakes one tackle, can't elude the rest of the team. And Anthony Richmond may pick up a couple here. Looks like he may pick up a yard, maybe 2. Here's Torres back in the gun once again. He's got Darrell Bell with him, and North Dakota backs off here a little bit, playing off coverage, and a little bit of confusion it looked like. Torres is going to take this one, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like he's going to lose maybe a yard. And that was kind of a tough play there as the Raiders running a zone read offense. And it's now going to be 3rd and 7 here for Central Lakes on their first offensive possession. Trips here to the near side, a single to the right, and it's going to be a free play here for Torres. Throws over the middle, that ball incomplete. But that should move the Raiders up 5 more here. And it looks like it's going to be offsides for the Wildcats. So that will make this 3rd down a little bit easier here for Central Lakes as they'll move into a 3rd and 1. So Torres looking to convert their first 3rd down opportunity of the afternoon on a cloudy day here so far in the high 60s. A little bit of rain earlier in the day, but it looks like that's going to hold off for the remainder of the game here today. And here's Torres. Man-to-man coverage here. Torres looking to get the ball away, and he's sacked. And the Raiders' first offensive possession of the game will end up in a 3-and-out. As Adam Trudecki grabs the sack for the Wildcats. And this defense is going to be a tough task for this Raider offense on their offensive line here today. Here's the return, and this is going to be a great return for North Dakota State. Loses the ball out of bounds. That was a great return there from North Dakota State. Mendez on the return. It's a 33-yard return for Mendez, and the Wildcats will start out here with a great field position to open this game for them. Graydon Buell is the starting quarterback today for the Wildcats. Here's Buell back to pass. He looks left, throws. That ball is tipped and caught for the touchdown by number 18, Mendez. So what a start. That ball got tipped in the end zone and caught for the 30-yard strike. So that is a heck of a start here for the Wildcats. Their first play of the game starts with an offensive touchdown from Buell to Mendez. As the ball was tipped by Tim Ryan in the end zone, and it was a lucky bounce for Mendez. Low snap, kick up, kick is good, and the Wildcats will start with a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. 12:41 to go here in quarter one. We'll be right back with the Wildcats leading 7-0. for the kickoff. And Caleb Jones there with the miss. It'll go back here for a touchback. Caleb Jones not able to get underneath that one. And the Raiders will start their second offensive possession of the game. They went 3 and out for their first offensive possession of the game. So the Raiders here will start from their own 25. Torres here in the gun. The Raiders wearing some sleek uniforms just for the game here today to commemorate homecoming, as all the players will be able to take those home with them after the game as a little bit of a keepsake from the college. Anthony Richmond with the carry, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And it doesn't look like he's going to get much of anything. So Richmond 2 carries so far, 3 yards for him on the afternoon. And Torres here back again. And Richmond moving here in motion now to Torres' right. 4 receivers set. North Dakota jumps off sides again. The throw up for Schultz, incomplete. But it's the second free play of the game for Torres, and he's doing a beautiful job of the cadence here so far this afternoon. And it will be offsides once again, so Matt Torres pulling Aaron Rodgers here quite a bit here early this morning, or this afternoon rather. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd and 5. 12:02 here to go in the first quarter, as the Wildcats lead here 7-0 on a touchdown pass from Buell to Mendez, his 7th catch of the year into the end zone. Here's Torres. Hand off here to Richmond. Richmond with a little bit of a hole up the middle, breaks a tackle. Look at Anthony Richmond plow down to the 48-yard line. That's a big-time play, a gain of 17. So there you go, 3 carries now, 20 yards for Anthony Richmond so far this afternoon.
That's Raider first down.
So Torres here back in the gun. I'll be saying that all day. And I haven't seen any Raider quarterback take a snap under center so far. High snap, Torres able to get out of it. Screenplay here to Foster. Foster gets past the line of scrimmage. And it looks like he's able to get about 7 or 8 out of it. So Noah Foster grabs 7. And it will be 2nd and 3 here for the Raiders. Torres getting the call from Raider sideline. Torres here once again here back in the gun. Noah Foster's been the number 1 here so far. Caleb Jones moving in motion. Here's the handoff. Darrell Bell trying to shake loose off a couple of tackles, and it looks like he's going to gain about 3 yards. And he's going to be inches shy of the first down. Third and short here for Central Lake, so the playbook's completely open. A little bit surprised that the Raiders didn't pass there on that possession, but nonetheless, it's 3rd and short with just over 10 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Here is Torres from the Wildcat 43. Here's the screen here to Foster. Foster is not going to be able to pick it up. He'll lose yardage, as a matter of fact. So that was a little bit of a confusing play. It's about the 2nd or 3rd screen play they've tried to run here so far, and we've got an injured player on the field. It looks like that's going to be Reggie Morrow down here near midfield. So we will take a break here. We'll come back here in just a little bit on your home for Central Lakes College football.
pass is complete to Foster. Loss of a few on the play brings up 4th down and 4 yards.
4th and 4 here. The Raiders going for it here on 4th down. Split wide receiver set here for the Raiders. 2 on top, 2 to the bottom. Torres, maybe an audible here as the Raiders incomplete. That ball off Caleb Jones' hands. So Jones with the drop. So the Raiders here trying to go down downs. And that could be a game-changing play for Central Lakes. Graydon Buell. They touchdown pass to Marcelo Mendez on the very first possession of the game. See 2 wide receivers set here for Wildcats. TJ Owens here in the backfield. Pistol formation, and he's gonna get. They're gonna flip it back to Mendez. Good gain. Looks like he's gonna pick up about 5 on the play.
Crosses midfield out to the Raider 48-yard line. He's up 2nd and 4.
So there's a 6-yard gain there for Mendez. Here's this pass. Fuel on the QB keeper. First down. Across the 45 to about the 41 or 42. Buell looks like he's certainly a pretty good runner as the Wildcats continue to move this one. No huddle offense. Here's the throw from Buell, caught Mendez. Looks like that will be about a 5-yard gain for Mendez.
Ball foul to 38-yard line.
Mendez 2 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown for him on the day today. TJ Owens here in the backfield as he moves into the pistol set. Mendez moving in motion. Buell wants to throw, now he takes off, and he's tackled by a host of Raiders. And he may have got a yard on a play. And Graydon Buell once again here, 3rd and 5 under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Raiders looking for a big stop here, and they're going to need one. As the Wildcats offense 5-0, as they're averaging 50 points a game, and the 3rd down stop is there. Initially tackled by number 43, Cole Hiltner, on the tackle. As he grabs his first tackle of the game today. And Graydon Buell is going to keep the Wildcat offense onto the field here. It's going to be 4th and 4. And here's Buell in motion. He's got TJ Owens here in the pistol set. Split wide receivers. As Wildcats try to draw the Raiders off sides, doesn't bite. He looks right, throws right. That ball overthrown, and it's a turnover on downs. Buell incomplete. So we will have a change of possession here. Torres looking to lead his offense as the Central Lakes Raiders will start their second possession of the game on their own 36. So great field position here to start for Torres and the crew. The Raiders look to get to 3-3 with a win here today to get to 500. And a big win last week, 44-19 over Mesabi Range. Here's the handoff into the backfield. Anthony Richmond not going anywhere. So Richmond able to get to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So not much. They're actually going to give him a loss of 3 on the play. So now Richmond here so far with 17 rushing yards on the afternoon, and it will be 2nd and 13 from the 34. Here's Torres back to throw up to Tucker Schultz. That ball caught. Tucker Schultz down the sideline. Can he go inside the 10? A big time play for Torres to Tucker Schultz. And they're going to stop this ball at the 3. That'll be a 63-yard gain. Wow, how about that? Tucker Schultz making a big impact, 63 yards. And the Raiders here looking to knock on the door. Torres with a beautiful throw to Tucker Schultz, back shoulder onto the near side. That was a phenomenal throw. Maybe his best of the year. So here is Torres here, 5:36 to go. High snap, Richmond with the carry. Richmond not able to punch his ticket. And it looks like he is maybe going to get back to the line of scrimmage here on that one. So they'll mark it at the 2, so he will get a yard gain. So the Raiders looking to punch their ticket here. The Wildcat defense averaging just over 17 points allowed this year, so they have been spectacular defensively. Darrell Bell here in the backfield. Torres looks left, throws, runs out of the pocket, throw, that ball caught, touchdown, Central Lakes. Yes, sir, Raiders strike. What a job. And guess who? Noah Foster. Foster with a TD. Big time strike. And now the Raiders in position here. Here's Torres, Tucker Schultz here to hold. Snap down kick. And it's good. We are tied at Central Lakes, 7-7.
Extra point is good by the Raiders. Extra point is no good.
Extra point, no good. It certainly looked good from here. So now the Raiders are going to trail by 1, 4:47 here to go. It's the late. So now the Raiders unfortunately down by 1. And so we will have the kickoff here momentarily for Central Lakes. We'll be back as the Wildcats maintain a 1-point lead, 7-6 here late in the first quarter. That looked good to me. I don't know how that missed. Here to kick it off. As the Wildcats lead here 7-6 as the extra point on the 2-yard touchdown strike from Torres to Foster. The extra point no good. And so it's a 7-6 lead here for the Wildcats. And it's going to be a squib kick. Picked up by number 85. And a fumble on the play. The Raiders recover. How about that for a change of possession? Raiders super psyched coming off the field. That's huge. Raiders recover. Central Lakes forced 3 turnovers last week against Mesabi. They got them all, and they force one and grab one back here early today. So that is a huge play. That's a huge play special team-wise, as the fumble committed by Daniel Day, excuse me. So as he's usually not the return man, but the squib kick worked there for Central Lakes, and now here we go. Torres here back in the gun, looking to give the Raiders the lead. Caleb Jones here moving in motion to the top of your screen. Handoff here to Darrell Bell. Look at Bell run down to the 28. That's a good run right there as a gain of 8 for Darrell Bell. So Darrell Bell so far 2 carries, 11 yards for him on the afternoon so far here today. So here is Torres, Darrell Bell in the backfield in the pistol set. As 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Here's Darrell Bell. He's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one. So Bell's going to grab a yard. And now it's going to be 3rd and short here for Central Lakes, under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So they are going to give no gain here for Torres, or for Darrell Bell, excuse me. So here is Torres, 3rd and 2. Here's the give, Richmond first down, and Maury fumbles the football. And it looks like North Dakota recovers. And he did, so that's going to be Wildcat football.
Wildcats recover.
So Richmond had daylight, but he wasn't able to hold on to the football, and that'll be a big change of possession with 3:14 to go here in the first. So the Raiders gifted a fumble on the kickoff on special teams, and just a couple plays later, they turn the football over, and the Wildcats will take over on their own 11-yard line as Graydon Buell back out onto the field once again. So the Science here with a 7-6 lead. Offense here, 3 wide receivers set to the bottom of the screen. Buell rolls out, throws that ball incomplete.
Buell pass intended for number 12. Brown is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
A little bit of a surprise there. Buell didn't take off. It looked like he had some daylight in front of him, but he decided to keep his eyes downfield and give it a shot. And unfortunately for the Science, that ball falls incomplete. As TJ Owens here moves to Buell's left. Split wide receiver set. Zone read look, and the Raiders with a great defensive play.
Russell tackles Buell for a loss. Brings up 3rd and 11.
So that'll be 3rd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there on the play. So the Raiders here on a 3rd and 12, or the Science, excuse me, on a 3rd and 12. They're going to have to get to about the 21 or 22 for a first down. Here's Buell. Buell looks lofting one up. That ball caught. And it looks like that's going to be enough for a first down. Kamar Graham with the catch.
Number 33 of the Raiders, Tim Ryan.
Tim Ryan with the tackle. And that will be a relatively easy first down here for the Wildcats.
1st and 10 for Wildcats.
Here's Buell, back to pass, looks left, throws over the center. That ball nearly intercepted by Tim Ryan. He had a pick last week against Mesabi. The Raiders had 4 interceptions last week and 3 forced fumbles, and they recovered all 3. So defensively, that is about as good as outing as you could ask for from your defense, and especially when you're playing a team the very next week that puts up 50 a game. That's right, folks. 2 quarters they're putting up on average this year, as they are 5-0 this year so far in a division and conference game for both. Here's pressure coming, and he's sacked. Buell hit by Hunter Neeson on the play. That's a big-time sack. Hunter Neeson drags him down, and that's going to be a 3rd and 19 here for the Wildcats. So that is a huge defensive play as the Raiders call the blitz. Neeson comes down. Buell tried to escape him and couldn't, and drags the Wildcats back into a 3rd and a mile here. Buell trying to draw the Raiders off sides, not going to be able to do it. And we got a flag down. And it's going to be holding on the Science. So that is a huge play. That'll knock them back to a 3rd and 24. So that just made it a little bit harder, and not too many plays here, I would assume, for the Science on 3rd and 24 as they draw it up. So here, 4 wide receivers set here for Central Lakes. Buell's going to take it up the middle. Stop well short of the first down. That tackle made by number 57, Charles Dressel, making the tackle, and that will be a 3 and out for the Wildcats. As number 37, Hunchak, back to kick this ball away. Noah Foster and Tim Ryan here back to receive. Hunchak here for the sec from their own 21. That's a pretty nice kick right there. Science are going to get a great roll out of this ball, and that ball is going to die at the 25-yard line. What a punt. That was a beautiful punt of 50 yards for the Wildcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open right now. They have $2 brats and burgers. So stop over, get a little snack during the game. $2 brats and burgers during today's game.
Matt Torres and company leading his crew from the Raiders' own 25, and the Raiders lost at least 15 yards. There's the run, and Darrell Bell not going to be able to do much here. He may be able to get a yard on the play. He'll grab 2. So we end the first quarter 7-6. Wildcat lead. We'll flip the field, and we'll be right back right here on your home for Central Lakes College football here. So as we start the second quarter, the Raiders trail by 1, 7-6. And so far they've done a pretty good job of keeping the Wildcat offense pretty silent for the most part so far. First play of the game goes a 30-yard touchdown to Mendez for the Wildcats. Here's Torres in motion. Torres in motion, a high snap again. That's been a problem all year. Torres throws the ball up, and that should be a penalty flag, and it's going to be. This flag will be on Nathaniel Hill.
Torres pass is incomplete. Penalty
And that is just a flat-out stupid penalty there. Torres had trouble pocket collapsing around him, so he throws that ball up for grabs, and Nathaniel Hill threw that one up there. And high snaps have been an issue for the Raiders here. Torres down on the field as he's down right at his own 17-18. So we're going to have 2 penalties here. Roughing the passer will be 1. And the pass interference call will be declined. They'll take the roughing the passer. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. So that is going to be a little bit of a crushing blow as he's able to get up and limping on that leg a little bit. But he looks like for the most part he's able to walk off onto the field on his own power. Coach Greg Medic standing right beside Torres as he walks off the field. So it's going to be Jacob Kroll here coming into the game here for Central Lakes due to the Torres injury.
That penalty brings the ball up to the 42-yard line of the Raiders. 1st and 10.
Jacob Kroll out of St. Cloud, right in my neighborhood. So Kroll has had very few passes so far this year. And so we'll see here what we get out of this. Caleb Jones here moving in motion. Here's the snap. Richmond makes a couple of men miss, and he looks like he's going to be close to a first down, and he will have it.
Number 9, Anthony Richmond on the carry.
So that'll be a gain of 11.
Takes the ball across midfield to the Wildcat 47-yard line.
So that's a big carry now. Excuse me, 7 carries, 31 yards here for Anthony Richmond so far in the afternoon. So Jacob Kroll out of St. Cloud, 6'3", 186. So the Raiders here with a 3-receiver set as Darrell Bell, Noah Foster moves in motion. And here's the run. Richmond picks up a few yards.
Richmond on the carry over the left side.
And that will move the ball to the 43.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
So that'll be a gain of 3 there for Richmond. Richmond's having a pretty decent day here so far today, as we are just under 14 minutes to go until halftime. So it'll be a 4 wide receiver set here for the Raiders. Jacob Kroll here with it. Receives the snap. Here's the handoff. And Bell with a run there.
Bell with the carry over the left side.
Maybe for 2. So Darrell Bell will pick up 3 on that carry. So Darrell Bell so far, 4 carries, 14 yards for him on the day, and it's now a 3rd and medium here for the Raiders. So here's Jacob Kroll. Looking over to the sideline here for his offensive play call. Moves Bell in motion. Torres, that ball incomplete. As Torres came back into the game, I didn't see him come in.
Intended for number 81, Foster.
But that ball falls incomplete. And Torres is going to stay in the game here. .67 yards so far here for Torres. He's 3 of 5 on the afternoon. 4th and 4. And there's the flag. They'll blow the play dead.
Flag on the play.
And this could be encroachment. We'll see what the call is as John Leisure It's going to be encroachment.
Offsides and Wildcats.
John Leisure making the call. Leisure's been doing this an awful long time. My former history teacher in high school at Sartell. So that's a little bit of a surprise here today.
First down.
And that'll be a Central Lakes first down. And the Wildcats have had some pretty significant penalties come their way so far here today, as that'll give the Raiders a fresh set of downs here so far this afternoon. Torres here back in the gun, a high snap. The Raiders are going to lose a bunch of yards. And that's going to go all the way back to the Raider 40. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 47.5-yard line. So that is a high snaps have just been a major issue for the Raiders this year. They've had these issues all year at home. And can't speak for the guys on the road, but it's just been a constant issue so far this season. And unfortunately the Raiders going to lose quite a bit of yardage, and it's now going to be 2nd and 26. So a loss of 16 there on the play. Torres looks right, throws right. That ball's picked off. And he could go all the way to the house. And he's going to go. And Torres is down on the field again. He's hurt back at the 38-yard line. And there's a flag on the field. And we're going to have some issues here. So Torres is now down for the second time in this game. And this may be a roughing the passer penalty, as Torres got crushed at the end of the play as he threw it. The interception initially grabbed by Manny Garcia, the linebacker, 6 foot, 185 out of Brooklyn Park. And both players are going to be down here. So he is ejected from the ball game. It's a blow to the head.
Blow to the head to the quarterback.
So that player's gone. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And it will be a fresh set of downs here for Central Lakes. We'll be right back here on your home for Central Lakes College football as they tend to Matt Torres. Raiders trail 7-6 with 11:37 to go here in quarter 2. Ejected from the ball game, and so that's going to be a big turning point here, I believe, for the Science. As they figure out as to where to spot the football here, as it looks like they may have lost a member of the chain gang. And so the Science have had several penalties so far in this game, and that's costed them a lot of yardage. And Justin Wagner coming into the game in replacement of William Cashmark. And Wagner, a big boy, 6'1", 350, out of Omaha, Nebraska. Clogging up the middle, the biggest man on the screen. I don't think you're going to be able to miss him by much. Richmond with the carry. Richmond trying to move the chains here a little bit. Richmond with about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
About 5 on the play, brings up
9 carries, 39 yards so far here for Anthony Richmond on the day. So Richmond's done a pretty decent job today. And the Raiders with Wagner coming into the game defensively for the Wildcats, may want to try to run the ball outside. And here's Kroll back to pass. That ball incomplete. That ball was nearly picked.
Pass to number 18, Coro, falls incomplete, brings up third down for the Raiders.
So Kroll now on a 3rd and 5 here for the Raiders, and I would imagine it could be 4-down territory for the Raiders here for most of the game today. And we'll see here what's going to happen here. A personal foul and an offside penalty so far on this drive for the Raiders, or for the Wildcats, pardon me. So 3rd and 5 from the Wildcats' 32-yard line. Torres with Richmond in at tailback, picks up the block. Here's the throw, downfield, overthrown. Ball out of bounds. That ball intended for Noah Foster.
Pass ball's incomplete, intended for number 81, Foster. Brings up 4th down for the Raiders.
So it's going to be 4th and 5. Kroll keeping his team out onto the field here. Fourth and 5 here for the Raiders on their own, on the Wildcat 32. 4 wide receivers here split out as Kroll looks to try to get the call here from the sideline. The Raiders have gotten the Wildcats to bite on the hard count a couple of times today. Here's a throw. That ball caught. That ball caught by number 85, Jake Moe.
Complete to number 85, Jake Moe.
On the reception. So Jake Moe there grabbing his 12th catch of the year.
That pass takes the Raiders down to the 30.
So that is a big pass.
Raider, first down.
That is a completion of 10 for Jake Moe. Moe grabs his first reception of the ball game. So now the Raiders here down to the Wildcat 22-yard line. Tucker Schultz to the bottom of your screen. Here's the handoff to Bell. Bell looking to try to grab a couple of yards. It looks like he's going to, and it looks like Bell will grab about 2 yards on the play. So Bell now 5 carries, 16 yards for him on the afternoon. So it will be 2nd and 8 here.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
For the Raiders, 2nd and 8. Darrell Bell still in the game here as the tailback. Tucker Schultz, Noah Foster as part of your wide receiving core. Kroll from the high snap, and Bell maybe gets a yard on the play.
Number 10,
Jadarian Johnson there on the tackle.
Short gain in the play brings up 3rd and 7 for CLC.
So here's Kroll now back in the gun. Anthony Richmond, the tailback, back into the game here for the Raiders. Trip set. Noah Foster now moving in motion. Foster moves in motion. Kroll looks left, throws. That ball sailed on him.
Kroll's pass is incomplete.
So that ball, you could tell his elbow flung open, and that ball sailed on him from the moment he released the football. And so it will be 4th and 7.
Brings up 4th down for the Raiders.
With 8:27 here left to go. So Raiders have not attempted a field goal all year this year as Matt Torres back into the game. Excuse me, actually Kroll's still in the game. Got the number mixed up. Kroll here back, good snap. He's got pressure coming from his blind side and crushed by number 10, Jadarian Johnson. Linebacker coming off the blitz. And Kroll didn't even see him. He had no shot at getting that ball loose. And that will be a turnover on downs for the Raiders. So that drive took nearly 7 minutes, no points for the Raiders. So the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats will start from their own 28 here this afternoon, with 8:23 left here in the first half. As Graydon Buell back to pass here. He's going to give it off, and there's not going to be much there for TJ Owens. So TJ Owens with a loss of 3. So that is the first carry. Charles Dressel with the tackle there. So Buell here back in the pistol set. He's got TJ Owens. Now he moves him to Buell's left. Here's Buell, handoff here to TJ Owens. He runs right, and the Raider defense all over that one. Great defensive play from the Raiders. And Owens looks like he's going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Down the left side. Short gain in the play brings up 3rd down for the Wildcats.
So it's going to be 3rd and 9 here for the Wildcats. Raiders looking here for a big defensive stand. As we near 7 minutes left to go here until halftime. Raiders trail by 1, 7-6 as it reads on your screen. Kroll back to pass. He's got pressure. Hit as he throws. That ball caught by number 4, Demetrius Coleman with the catch.
Brings the ball to the 49-yard line. That's 1st and 10 for NDSCS.
That is a big catch for the Wildcats. And that was about a 23-yard gain. So Coleman grabbing his first catch of the day today. Buell back to pass, blindside hit. Brought down. Trying to get a number here.
Number 34 for the Raiders, Eli
That will be
Weingartner.
Eli Weingartner with the sack. So the Raiders have had a couple of sacks today. Loss of 9. And that will be 2nd and 18 now for the Wildcats.
2nd and 18 for the Wildcats.
So the Wildcats with the ball at their own 41. As Buell here will be on the gun here once again. Pistol formation. He's got TJ Owens. He's got Coleman. And a 4 wide receiver set. Buell tries to run. He's brought down again.
Buell sacked on the play.
So Joey Hessian and company on the sack there for the Raiders. And it looks like Neeson got in there again, Hunter Neeson. So it looks like Hessian and Neeson will each grab a half a sack there on that one, and they're pretty happy about it.
Hunter Neeson in on the sack. Brings up 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
So that'll be 3rd and long now for the Wildcats. The Raiders will grab their 3rd sack of the ball game. Here's Buell back to pass, pumps front. He's got pressure. That ball beautifully defended by the Raider defense. Hunter Neeson again on the play.
4th down for the Wildcats.
So the backside screen not going to do anything there for the Wildcats, and they'll punt the ball away. So Nicholas Hunchek here back to punt once again. His first punt was 61 yards. He's going to shank that one. And that ball is going to fall at the 37-yard line, and the Raiders are going to have great field position.
Raiders will take over at their own 37-yard line. 1st and
So the
10.
Raiders now taking over at their own 37. 5:09 left here in the first half. Welcome to the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. So Jacob Kroll still in the ball game as Matt Torres still on the bench, does not have his helmet on. Here's Kroll back to pass, throws, lofts that one up. That ball caught! What a grab! Caleb Jones with his first reception of the ball game.
Complete to number 17, Caleb Jones.
Huge play there for the Raiders.
Takes the ball down to the Wildcat 25-yard line. That's a Raider first down.
So that is a big play. It's about a 45-yard play. And now the Raiders with some nice momentum here. Kroll's had a couple of nice throws in his limited action so far here today. High snap, Darrell Bell with it. Bell's not going to be able to get too much. He may be able to get a yard. As he tried to slam up the middle. And it will be gain of a yard. 7 carries, 18 yards now for Bell so far here this afternoon. And his counterpart, Anthony Richmond, 9 carries, 39 yards for him on the afternoon. And Anthony Richmond in the ball game here is the tailback, as Darrell Bell will head to the sideline. Here's the snap. Richmond, he's not able to get a whole lot out of that carry either, maybe a couple.
Richmond with the carry up the middle.
So he will get a yard on the play. So Anthony Richmond now 10 carries, 40 yards. He's averaging 4 yards a carry so far this afternoon. That's pretty good stat line so far here today. Clock running. 3:20 left to go here until halftime. The Raiders trying to get some momentum and potentially take the lead here over the Wildcats. And the Wildcats struggling a little bit on both sides of the ball as opposed to their usual stats, putting up 50 points a game. They've only hung up 7 so far here on the Raiders. And the Central Lakes Raiders will take their first timeout. So we've got 3:03 here to go. We'll be right back on your home for Central Lakes College Football on YouTube. In the booth, Cameron Schneider bringing you the game today alongside the Central Lakes videography team, doing a great job as they've been bringing you the games all season long and will continue to do more. The Raiders with one more scheduled regular season home game 2 weeks from now. Jacob Kroll back to pass. That ball up in the air, and that ball was caught. Touchdown, Raiders, Noah Foster. 24 yards, what a grab from Noah Foster. My, oh my, I don't know how in the world he came down with that ball.
81, Noah Foster.
How about that? So Noah Foster with his second touchdown catch of the day. .33 yards receiving on the day. But he's got 2 scores, and guess what? Raiders with a 12-7 lead over the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. How about this? Wildcats coming in averaging 50 points a game. They've only scored 7. And the Raiders with a huge lead here. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion to try to make this a 7-point ball game. Here's Kroll back to pass, and that one knocked away. Great defense there by number 26, Draymond Gibbons. But we do have a flag on the play. 2 flags here on the side. One came from the near side, trying to locate the second flag. It'll be half the distance to the goal here, so the Raiders will get a fresh chance here for the 2-point conversion. So Kroll here back under center as the Torres missed the extra point on the Raiders' opening touchdown of the day today. So they're going to go for 2 here to try to make this a 7-point ball game. So just under 3 minutes left here. Kroll back to pass, throws, that ball incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Raiders lead 12-7.
With 2:56 to go in the second quarter.
And so we will have kickoff here momentarily as the Wildcats will get the kickoff here. We'll be right back on your home for Central Lakes College football here on CLC Broadcasting. So here back for the kickoff, and here is Torres here to kick the ball off. Raiders have forced one turnover so far today on special teams. Ball fielded at about the 19. And Wildcats, Ethan John there for the Wildcats on the return. It will be about a 12-yard return.
32-yard line.
So they will start from their own 32-yard line with 2:52 here to go, as the Wildcats have all 3 timeouts here in their disposal. And so here's Graydon Buell here back in the gun here. He's got Owens with him. Owens with the give. And a great play by the Raider defense coming up with the stop.
Number 1, Owens with the carry up the middle.
Gonna be number 54, Luke Olson. Olson first name, his name gets called today, and it will be a loss of 1. So Owens 2 carries today. He's -4 yards. So see here what they do on 2nd and 11. I would have to bet that they would want to pass the football here. As 3 wide receivers out. Here's the pass. Here's Coleman. Coleman with a big play all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's a huge play. So that'll be good for 38. So that's a big play.
Ball plays the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
2 catches for 58 yards now for Coleman. And TJ Owens there on the carry. He's only going to get 1.
Owens up the middle for a gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 9.
So Central Lakes here trying to pin the Science down here. Trying to make them go scoreless into halftime, at least here on this possession. They've got 7 points already. Buell back to throw, and they're going to throw the flag. And that's going to be holding, it looks like, on number 22, Jamar Nelson. So that will be a half-distance penalty for the Wildcats, and it will be holding. And that was a pretty easy penalty there to see, especially sitting up here in the booth. And not necessarily the smartest play there for the Raiders on defense. The ball is placed at the 19. We have 1:22 left here in the first half. And the Wildcats knocking on the door, looking for more. And Buell back to pass. Good pocket. Coleman with the catch, and he's wrapped up at the 14. And Jamar Nelson making up for that a little bit as he makes the tackle on the play.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So here's 2nd and 5. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. Buell gets it, looks left, throws, and that ball nearly intercepted. That was beautiful zone coverage there. That pass knocked away by Charles Dressel. So that's a great play here in the Raiders. Needing a big defensive stand here. If the Raiders can hold, it will hold the potential field goal to 33 yards if the Wildcats do not gain another yard. Here's the snap, back to pass. Buell, pocket collapsing, throws incomplete. Good pressure coming off the edges from the Raider defense. 40 seconds left, and we'll see here what the Wildcats want to do. And it looks like the Wildcats are going to keep their offense out onto the field here. I see TJ Owens and Coleman out on the field. They're going to keep them all out there. Buell's with them. And so they're going to go for it here, 4th and 5. 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Big play here for the defense. Let's see what they've got. Pressure coming from the sides. He's going to throw. That ball knocked away. No flags, and it will be a turnover on downs with 33 seconds remaining in the half. So the Raiders do have 2 first downs left to use. And it will be Jacob Kroll here remaining in the ball game. As we will try to get an update for you somewhere during halftime or as the third quarter breaks on the condition of Raiders starting quarterback Matt Torres as to whether he will be out for the game. He is on the bench, does not have his helmet on. I would imagine here the Raiders probably won't even run a play here. I would imagine they just down this ball and they head into halftime. They do. And so that will be wrapping up the first half here. The Raiders with a surprising lead, 12-7 over the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. They'll take this one in with a lead of 5 going into halftime on your home for Central Lakes College football here on CLC Broadcasting. We'll be back here for the second half in about 20 minutes. Go get some food. We'll be back here for the second half.
Luke Olson is a freshman football player here for us at Central Lakes College in Brainerd, Minnesota. He's a Cambridge Isanti grad, and Luke plays center for us. He's a huge piece of our offense and the way our offense kind of runs, and he takes a lot of ownership on the O-line and making sure guys are where they need to be. He also plays a big role in our special teams, where he is our long snapper for our punt and our long snapper, or I guess snapper, for our field goal unit too. So Luke brings a lot to the table, not just him on the O-line, but also in our other special teams. The best part about Luke is he is dedicated to his work in the school as well. He's a great role model on and off the field, and again, we're just super glad to have Luke here at Central Lakes playing for us.
Well, welcome to CLC Football and our player profile segment. I'm with Luke Olson. Luke Olson's one of our offensive linemen, and he also is from Cambridge Isanti High School. Not super far from here, but a little bit of a distance. But Luke, why don't you tell us, why did you choose CLC?
When I came here, I talked to Coach Medic, and I really liked his philosophy on football and stuff, and he's a hard-working coach, and he really makes all the players kind of get that same mentality of being hardworking and being a well-disciplined team.
So now, so there's football, and I know education's important to you. So what are you currently doing for education here?
I'm in the Natural Resources Law Enforcement program.
Okay. So is that like DNR type thing?
Yeah, stuff
okay.
like that.
Okay, cool. So, tell me, or tell us, why is it that you wanted to continue playing football? You must love it. You must enjoy it.
I looked at it as that I can come here, get an education for 2 more years, play a little more football, and then kind of get my life started. And I thought this would be a good place to do that.
That's neat. So you're a Minnesota through and through. So who's kind of your favorite player that you kind of look up to maybe in the NFL? As far as, it can be skill, it could be leadership, it could be a variety of things. But is there a couple players, or at least one, that kind of sticks out to you?
I really like Eric Kendricks on the Minnesota Vikings. I think he's always been a pretty good player for us, and he's not the biggest, flashiest player out there, but he always does well, and he usually leads our team in tackles and always usually gets the job done.
Yeah, I'm sure you're glad you don't see him on the field and being at center if he's coming up the middle there.
Yeah, I know.
So, Luke, is there somebody that over your years, maybe high school and on, doesn't matter what sport or whatever, or a teacher, somebody that's really had kind of an impact in your life, that's really been somebody that either invested in your life or was kind of a mentor to you or just taught you well?
I'd say my dad or my old linebackers coach, but both of them guys have coached me since I was young, and they've been my coach for pretty much all the way through high school, and both of them guys have really invested and made me pursue football more. They got me into working out and got me to become a better leader on the team and stuff, and try to set an example for the younger guys when I was in high school football.
Cool. Do you have like a memory or something from kind of your high school days that you go, that was just a special game, or that was a special moment?
I'd have to say my last game, we got to play for the second place because unfortunately COVID shut us down before we got to go play for the champion, but it was a fun game. We got to go out there and we ended up winning, beating Coon Rapids, and it was just cool to be with all the guys one last time, come out on top, everyone was happy, everyone has all their emotions out there, but it was just good to be with the guys one last time and come out with a win.
So, future, you talked a little bit about DNR and getting prepped for that, and this gives you kind of a good groundwork for that. So do you have a particular focus or interest in that area of something that you really, because I know you love hunting, and those kinds of things, but what is it that why did you want to go into that?
I kind of like I like outdoors and stuff, obviously, like you said, but really I just thought, I think going out and actually protecting stuff that I love, like hunting and fishing, and I want to be somebody making sure people do it the right way and not breaking the rules and doing all that bad stuff. And I feel like I'd be a good person to, setting a good example for people to do stuff the right way.
All right, well, just a final question. for you. It's not all that crazy. I've done a few that have kind of pushed people, a couple of the guys to a certain. But what's kind of your favorite kind of meal or food or even a place that you just love?
I like Mexican food. Like going to like Acapulco or stuff like that, or like Chipotle, places like that.
Real authentic Mexican at Chipotle, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Tastes good though.
Yeah, it does taste good.
Well, Luke, thanks for just taking a few minutes just for us to get a chance to meet you, but also to kind of share kind of why you chose CLC, and good luck out there on the field.
Joey Nisham, I don't think we have enough time for me to talk about all about him because he's such a great guy and a great player all at once. He's from Alma Sauk Rapids. And the one thing I noticed in Joey right away was his enthusiasm, but most likely how he got along with the other players, most importantly, how he can build and kind of stay in his relationships, over the course of the last couple months now. But one thing I really appreciate about Joey as a player is his motor. It keeps on running, and he's one of the most reliable players that I've ever coached.
Well, welcome to another installment of our player profile. I'm here with Joey Hessian.
Yep.
He gets his name pronounced a variety of ways on live streams at other schools and different things, so we were just kind of chuckling about that. Joey is one of our defensive linemen. He is from Sauk Rapids Rice High School, and so we're just going to get to learn a little bit about Joey, but also kind of, this is always a great time to kind of help others maybe understand why CLC is a great place to be, not only for football, but also for education.
All right.
So why did you choose CLC?
There's a lot of different reasons. First, I really wanted to continue playing football at a collegiate level, and once I kind of, I had a bunch of different options. It was kind of going through a lot of different things, but CLC really stuck out to me because I was able to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, after college and stuff like that, because I have a lot of stuff floating around, but I can't really pick a major or anything.
Right.
And so I'd way rather be able to play and go to school here, kind of figure out what I want to do, and not have to pay $55,000 a year to go play D3 football. So
no, that's right.
Yeah, I was really happy to come here, and also one of my mentors, which I'll mention probably later, but he played here, and so that was kind of a big thing too. He actually played with Coach Medic, and so he kind of pushed me to come. So
neat. So why do you enjoy playing football? You're playing it now after high school, and you're continuing to play.
Football, it's just, I don't know, there's just something about football, the feeling of being able to hit dudes as hard as you can legally. But no, honestly, it's just the camaraderie with your teammates and really being able to push yourself and to kind of be able to watch yourself grow on Saturday afternoons or Friday nights or whatever it was. And so it's really fun just to put in that work and see it kind of unfold on the football field. And like I said, I just love football. I've loved it ever since I was a little baby with a little football in my arm, so I just can't shake it.
So you told me that you've played all their sports, wrestled quite a bit, and then some other things that you did, but where do you see the advantage of being a multi-sport athlete? How did that have some benefits to you?
Oh, for sure. I definitely feel especially with wrestling, for me, it helped a lot because, wrestling and football, especially tackling, since I'm on defense. It helped a lot, with hand fighting, and it just acted like I was doing a double leg every single time I tackled somebody. But it's one of those things where you really get to kind of get to know a different group of people, because there's a lot of wrestlers don't always go and play football, especially the 106 pounder.
Yeah,
probably not gonna be playing football. But there's just so many different lessons that you can learn from each sport, and you can really kind of grow, as an athlete and as a person by just doing multiple different sports, I feel like.
Sure. No, that's great. You mentioned it earlier, but there's obviously somebody that's pretty special to you as a mentor, somebody that's really invested in you. Who is that?
So his name is Mark Schultz. He was one of my coaches at Sock Rabbits. Ever since my freshman year, he was my linebackers coach. And then when I got moved to D-line, I still, talk to him all the time. And we actually, together we were able to help, found the FCA at Sock Rabbits. So it was really cool to be able to not only, have that connection with football, but just, life in general with him. And so it was a really good guy just to kind of, have my back and be in my corner.
Yeah, no, it's so important to have those people in your life, and that's great that you had him. So as you talked about your future goals, you're kind of right now you're doing your AA work, but you're, gonna, hey, let's kind of see where this goes, where my interests are. So what a great place to be able to do that and have that experience. So here's the next question. As you watch football, see football, who's a NFL player you really like right now?
Right now, I'd have to say probably my favorite is George Kittle.
George Kittle? I don't, okay, seriously, you're on defense, he's offense, but okay, there's got to be a connection here.
Well, so I'm a big Iowa Hawkeyes fan.
Okay.
I love the Hawkeyes. He, and just the energy that he brings, I've been able to watch him since he, played college and all that stuff, and just the energy he brings every single game day.
Sure.
And he's just always that guy who's, he's a great teammate. He's not just about himself. He makes his teammates better. And so it's really fun to watch him go out there and play.
Sure. Okay.
I love defensive guys. I'd probably say Everson Griffin's probably my favorite defensive guy.
Yeah.
But kind of because of the same reason. But yeah, I'd say George Kittle just.
Okay. No, I get it. I mean, now that makes a lot more sense. All right. So kind of the last question, a little unrelated to football. I suppose it could be, depending on what it is. But, everybody seems to have kind of a bucket list, something they kind of want to do. It's not about education. It's not necessarily about that. But do you have something on your bucket list you'd like to accomplish or do sometime?
Yeah, I love traveling. I think it's really sweet to go to places and learn about new cultures and just new experiences and all that stuff. And so I really want to get to all 50 states.
Okay.
I'm at 40 right now, so I'm almost there. And I also want to try to get to all 7 continents if I can, if I can go to Antarctica.
Yeah,
and if not,
maybe that would be the last
6
one.
is all right. Yeah, that might have to be the last one, but yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Joey, it's been fun watching you on the field, and appreciate the hard work and dedication you give to the team at each and every practice and game. But good luck for the rest of the season. Appreciate it.
Soundstripe.
For the ball game, the Raiders with a potential upset brewing. They're up 12-7 as we start the second half. Under 30 seconds to go here before we will get the second half here underway. So far today, we have got a good one brewing today. Noah Foster's got 2 touchdown grabs today. Running-wise, not a bad day for really either running back. Anthony Richmond so far today, 10 carries, 40 yards. Darrell Bell with 7 carries for 18 yards. And Jacob Kroll's not doing too bad either. He's been so far, he's been pretty good in replace of Matt Torres, who unfortunately I could not get anything from the coaches in terms of where he is health-wise. He may be coming back into the game, we may not, and this video will prove it, I suppose. But we wish him all the best that we can, and hopefully he's able to come back into this game and be as effective as he can. Jacob Kroll's been doing a pretty nice job so far today. He's thrown a 24-yard touchdown pass to Noah Foster in this game. And Matt Torres himself with a touchdown pass in this game. So we are ready to get the second half of this game underway. And as mentioned, the North Dakota State College of Science with a good game today, as the Raiders with a potential upset brewing. As the Wildcats come into this game, they're 5-0 so far this season, and the Raiders with a good lead on them now. The Wildcats have not trailed since week 1 when they played Mesabi Range. So this ball taken short once again. And the Wildcats will start out from their own 35-yard line. And I do want to apologize for the delay here this afternoon. We're running a little bit of a different setup. We're short-staffed on the videography side today, so I want to apologize for that as much as I can, on top of the potential inclement weather that we did not have, that we originally thought we would have, so I apologize for that as much as I can. And here is Buell back here under center. He looks right, throws right. That ball is caught. And that is Demetrius Coleman. So Coleman with a nice gain. It looks like he's going to gain of about, they're going to give him 7 on that carry. So here is Buell. Buell with Owens with him. Here's the QB keeper. And Buell slides down close to a first down. Are they going to give it to him? And they are going to say he is short. He's going to be short by about a yard. So here's 3rd and 1 for the Raider defense to potentially make another stand. Can they do it? Here's the pistol set here for the Wildcats. Buell trying to get the Raiders to jump off sides. They're not biting on it. Here's the snap. Buell throws right. That ball's caught. Is that Coleman again? It is.
Buell's pass complete to number 4, Demetrius Coleman. Tackle made by number 21 of the Raiders, Vito Richards.
Tackle made there by Vito Richards. He's had 2 interceptions his last 2 weeks. He had one last week and one 2 weeks ago against Minnesota West here at home. That was a 5-yard gain. Coleman now 5 catches on the afternoon. That ball thrown. Did he catch that? Did Coleman catch that? He did. What a catch. Coleman has been on fire in this game so far. Now he's up to 6 catches. That is a 20-yard completion.
Gain of 20 for the Wildcats. First and 10 at the Raider 28-yard line.
6 catches now for Coleman on the afternoon. So here's Buell and the pistol set. Owens, and they're going to blow the play dead. And it's going to be false start. That's going to cost the Wildcats 5.
False start on NDSCS.
8 penalties now for 56 yards on the Wildcats so far here today. And usually this team doesn't usually commit a ton of penalties.
Ball spot at the 33-yard line.
Under 12:30 now to go here in quarter 3. First and 15 here, the Raiders. Defense has played outstanding so far today. They're able to pick up the blitz. Here's the throw, incomplete. And that was intended for Coleman. And there's a late flag on the play. Coleman gets up limping a little bit. They're going to call roughing the passer. So that'll be a fresh set of downs. That's a big, big defensive penalty that the Raiders could not afford to make.
That penalty makes it a first down for the Wildcats.
So Buell in his first trip to the red zone here so far today. Ball's at about the 16. Here's the run. TJ Owens on the carry.
Ball carrier number 1, Owens.
And TJ moves up to the 15. So that'll be about a 4-yard carry there for TJ Owens.
Ball placed at the 15-yard line of the Raiders.
So TJ Owens now at 1 yard rushing so far here today on 4 carries. Here's Buell back in the gun. He's in the pistol set. He's got 2 to the top of the screen. Looks center. He throws. He's got hit as he threw. And that ball's intercepted. He got hit as he threw. So Vito Richards again. Vito Richards has been on fire the last 2 to 3 weeks. He's got another interception, and he's got 3 interceptions in the last 3 weeks. Vito Richards 2 weeks ago with an interception. He had an interception last week. And now he's got one here today. So Vito Richards becoming one of their very, very talented cornerbacks. And here's Kroll in the game. Here's the handoff. Richmond not able to get much. We'll see officially where they want to spot the football.
Ball played at the middle by number 9, Anthony Richmond.
And they're going to give Richmond a yard. So here they are from the 6. Here's Kroll. 2 split wide receivers, 4 on the field here. Richmond in the game to Kroll's left. Here's the snap. Looks left, he throws. Kroll's going to take off, and he's tackled almost immediately. He's going to lose about a yard on the play on the QB run.
No gain on the play, brings us 39 for the Raiders.
So that will not go down as a sack there for the Wildcat defense. Kroll running to the sideline to get the call from head coach Greg Medic. And 3rd down and 9 here for the Raiders with just about 10 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats here with a three-man front. As they go back and they play zone. There's the throw. That ball deflected by Ethan John. That pass intended for Caleb Jones. And Tim Ryan. The Raiders will head out to punt here. And it will be Justin Miller here to boot this ball away. He's going to be standing right back in his own end zone. Short kick. There's a flag on the play. And that'll be down at the 42-yard line. That will go down as a 36-yard punt. And we take a look here what the flag is going to be. The flag is down at about the 41-yard line. Ineligible men downfield against the Wildcats. So that'll just be a 5-yard penalty as they'll just move them back 5 here for the Wildcats, and they will start their drive. They will decline the penalty. So with that penalty being declined, the Wildcats will take over here 1st and 10 at the Raider 42-yard line. Here's Buell. Buell with the handoff. Owens hit immediately in the backfield. Wrapped up by Dressel. Charles Dressel with a great tackle there. He's made a couple of really nice plays today for the Raiders on the defensive side of the ball. Hunter Neeson again on the tackle as well. He's got a half a sack to his credit so far today. Buell here again, moves a man in motion. Owens with the delayed handoff, and he's not going to get the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and short. He's brought down by a host of Raiders. He may have gained a yard on that play. They're not going to give him anything. It'll be 3rd and 12 so far. So the Raiders here, they need this stand. If they can make this stand and potentially get some points on an offensive possession, that's going to be huge for this Raider team. Fans getting rowdy, and that's exactly what the Raider defense needs. Buell, pistol said he's got Owens right behind him. Here's the snap. Raiders pressure deep downfield. That ball incomplete. As that ball was intended for Brady Hogan. That's going to be 4th and 12. And looks like Brogan really slowed down there just for about a second, and that may have made the difference. And this Raider defense today has been spectacular. They allowed an opening touchdown on the Wildcats' first offensive possession of the game, as it was Coleman with the touchdown. So that punt goes all the way into the end zone, and the Raiders will start their first offensive possession at the 25-yard line. So the Raiders get that big defensive stand that they were looking for, and they look to tack on some points here on this possession.
Everybody clap your hands.
So the Wildcats did lead this game 7-6, and the Raiders with a touchdown and unfortunately an unsuccessful 2-point conversion. And here's Jacob Kroll. Noah Foster moving in motion to the left. Here's the handoff. Anthony Richmond with a big carry. And looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. He will. They'll mark him at the 34. So that will be a gain of 11 there for Anthony Richmond.
That's Raider first down.
52 yards now on 12 carries so far on the day for Anthony Richmond. Richmond had over 100 yards last week. And the back here will be Bell into the game now. Bell gets the handoff. He's met immediately by the Wildcat defense. So Bell there on the carry. And it looks like he's going to lose about 2 yards on the play. So now Darrell Bell so far on the day, 8 carries, 16 yards. 2 yards a carry for him on the afternoon. Under 7 minutes to go. Kroll with it. Darrell Bell still in the game at tailback. And Noah Foster moves in motion to the right. Foster's got a touchdown catch of his own today. That ball thrown out to Justin Miller. That ball caught. Miller with the grab. And I'm not even sure if he really gained many yards on that play. And the Raiders have another guy down again, and it looks like it's Justin Miller. And Justin Miller on the sideline getting helped up. Just outside of the field of play, and Richmond looking okay as he heads back to the bench. So we wish Justin Miller all the best that we can. And 3rd and 12, so that catch by Justin Miller, no gain. So here is Jacob Kroll as he's got Darrell Bell Hill just to his left. 3 wide receivers now. Noah Foster moves in motion, split wide receiver set. Kroll has got a nice pocket. He throws. That ball caught. Tucker Schultz making a man miss. And he's down to the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. That is a 33-yard gain for the Raiders. 22, pardon me. So Tucker Schultz, a big man, 6'5", 185 out of Kimball. And he has had a pretty nice day here so far today. Here's the run by Richmond. Richmond's going to lose about a yard on the play. So now 13 carries, 51 yards for Anthony Richmond. 2nd and 11 upcoming here for the Raiders. 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Raiders looking to make a huge statement here today if they can make an upset out of the Wildcats here today. That will move them to 500 on the year. That will move them to 3-3. And that will upset a Wildcat team that averages 50 points a game. So here is Kroll, 2 wide receivers split each top and bottom. Here's Kroll. Looks over the center, he throws. That ball tipped up into the air and picked. That ball picked at the 25 by number 20, Trevion Wells. And that was a throw that just was off the hands. Jacob Moe not happy with himself. And Jake Moe was furious on the sideline. That ball went behind him. big return of about 31 yards. So they'll officially be able to be a 31-yard interception return by Trayvon Wells. So here's Buell taking it on the QB keeper. He's going to get to the 40.
Number 13, Buell. Tackled by number 57, Charles Jessup, brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
So Buell with a positive carry of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Back to pass, throws, that ball caught. Ball caught by number 18. Mendez with a catch, that's his third.
Ball spot at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for NDSCS.
So Mendez so far today, 3 catches, 34 yards on the day so far. Different running back here into the game, trying to get a number. Buell back to pass. That ball is caught by number 15, Brady Brogan.
Number 15, Brady Brogan. Tackled by number 22 for the Raiders, Jamar Nelson.
Jamar Nelson on the tackle, his 2nd tackle of the day today. So now the ball's on the 25, and here's Buell. Running back into the game is Desmond Gibbons. Excuse me, that's Ronald Todd III. Here's the throw, that ball incomplete. Vito Richards on the cover for Coleman. And that'll be 3rd and 5 here for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats here with it 3rd and 5 on the Raider 25-yard line. Todd in the backfield here for the Wildcats. Can't imagine they would run the ball here. They won't. Buell back to pass. Here's the throw, caught. And that's a very, very smart catch there by Brogan. Brogan there with a great grab with the catch, and he sat right down to make sure that he was able to hold on to the football and not jeopardize a potential fumble. So now the Wildcats at the 19. Back to pass. Buell with a great play, rolling to his right, throws incomplete. So that ball will go down incomplete, 2nd down. Some of the fans look like they wanted intentional grounding. They weren't going to get it. That's a great athletic play there by Buell. Buell 165 yards so far on the day today. And he has looked very comfortable in the pocket. He's a great athlete, as he's shown on several different occasions today. Todd here in the backfield. He's going to get the carry. He's going to pull it out. Buell's going to throw the football, and that'll be down to about the 14. So that'll be about a 5-yard catch. Vito Richards there making the tackle. Vito Richards, of course, probably the hottest defensive player on the team as of the last 3 weeks. Has 3 interceptions over the last 3 weeks. Vito Richards, of course, with a 60-yard pick six 2 weeks ago. And Buell here back with Todd again. Buell back to pass. Looks over the center of the field. He's hit as he throws, and that ball will fall incomplete. 4th down and 10. upcoming for the Wildcats. Tim Ryan there on the coverage, and the Wildcats are going to keep their offense here out onto the field. Raiders wanting fans to get pretty loud here. Under 2 minutes in the third, 4th and 10. And here's going to be the kick. Raiders getting loud. They're going to force the Wildcats to call their first timeout of the half. So the Wildcats here, 2 timeouts left. Now officially in the second half. And it looked like the Wildcats were going to be off to a pretty hot start this afternoon. First play of the game goes for a 30-yard touchdown strike. And up until that point, as it reads on your scoreboard, they've been silent. And this field goal will be from, if they do decide to keep the field goal unit out onto the field here, it'd be a 32-yard field goal from this spot to try to bring the Wildcats within 2. And they will attempt the field goal. So this will be from 36. My apologies. Raider fans incredibly loud. This one's from 36. Kick up on the way, spiraling, and that one is no good. Hunchak with the miss. No good, and the Raiders will take over at their own 19-yard line. That ball was a very awkward kick. That ball had a kind of a north and south spiral on that ball, so that ball really had no movement on it as it was up in the air, and he missed it wide left. So the miss from 36. Kroll trying to get that hard count going. There's the handoff. And Richmond's going to get hit for a loss. That'll be a loss of about 3 there for Anthony Richmond. They're going to say officially no gain on the play. So here's Kroll. 2nd and 10. Kroll back to pass, throws, that ball caught. Foster trying to make a man miss at about the 21. Morrow with the tackle there. Great tackle on Foster. Foster again, 6 foot 220 out of Mora, Minnesota. So it'll be 3rd and 8. So that will be Foster's 4th catch of the afternoon. Here's Kroll. He's got Darrell Bell here back in the pistol set. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Kroll pumps, throws deep. That ball overthrown. So that pass intended for Jones. That ball will fall incomplete. 18 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Justin Miller here back to punt. Low snap. Able to get the ball off. And that ball will be out of bounds. They'll spot it officially at the 45. So it's going to be great field position here for the Wildcats, a 23-yard punt. So here are the Raiders back on defense again, looking to make another big stand as we near the end of the third quarter. Buell gives it off to Todd, and that one looks like he may lose about a half a yard or so. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter with the Raiders taking the lead into the fourth quarter against the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. We will be right back after they flip field on your home for Central Lakes College football here on CLC Broadcasting on YouTube. So here we are back again, starting the fourth quarter as the Wildcats try to stay unbeaten here as they trail by 5, 12-7. Buell back to pass. He's sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Big time play there from the Raider defense. They're going to grab their fourth sack of the afternoon.
Ball at the Raider 48-yard line, loss of 3.
Loss of 3 on the play.
3rd and 13 for the Wildcats.
3rd and 13 now for the Science. Coleman here at the bottom of your screen. He's probably going to be the top target here on this play. He's come up big today so far. Coleman with 6 catches. Buell back to throw, caught. Not near the first down. He's tackled at the 41. That pass caught by 87. Dylan Jurgensen as he grabs his first catch of the day. And it will be 4th and 6. From the 41. And they're going to bring out the punting unit here. And the Raiders not necessarily in the need for a touchdown here, but if they want to try to eat the clock away here, even though we just started the fourth quarter, probably would not be a bad idea. Here's the kick. That's a great kick. Tim Ryan's going to let it go over his head. That ball should have gone out of the end zone. It would be a touchback in the second touchback for Hunchak in this game today. And the Raiders will start the drive from their own 25-yard line. So we've got 13:34 to go. As the Raiders will start on their own 20. My apologies, the scoreboard said 25. That play is not going to work. Bell's going to lose a couple on that carry. So Bell's yardage carries starting to go down now. He's got 9 carries, just 14 yards on the afternoon. And it's been kind of a tough day run so far today for Daryl Bell. Looks to throw that ball. Drop right. Caleb. There's a flag on the play. That flag sits right around the 20-yard line, so I would imagine this is probably going to come back. And it will be offsides on the Wildcats, so that'll be a plus there for the Raiders. So they'll move the ball up 5, and it will be 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. So that is a little bit more wiggle room here for the Raiders on 2nd and 7. Their playbook a little bit more open here now. And it's turned out to be a pretty nice afternoon in the mid-60s, cloudy skies. There's the throw over the middle. That ball's picked. That's a big pick. Started at the 35. He's out of bounds at about the 20. Carter Winsman on the interception. And that is a huge mistake there made by Kroll.
Winsman takes the ball down to the 18-yard line of the Raiders. Wildcats take over 1st and 10.
So now the Wildcats will start here with Buell on the 18-yard line of the Raiders as they look to try to punch their ticket in here. Buell back to pass, looks left. He's got pressure coming, and he is going to be brought down. And he looks like he may have got ahead of the line of scrimmage here by about a yard. Riley Warden making the tackle there for Central Lakes. First time we've called his name today. And it will be a 1-yard gain there for Buell. Graydon Buell's looked, so far he's looked pretty good today. The Raiders have gotten a fair amount of pressure on him in this game today. And here's the handoff, Todd. Buell with the keeper up to about the 14s. They'll give him about a 4-yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Raiders fans trying to get loud if they can. Banging on the bleachers, trying to do whatever they can here. And the earlier miss from Hunchak, he missed from 36 earlier in the game. Do they send him out again here if they don't get in the yards? We'll see. Here's the pass. Buell looks over the center of the field. Now he rolls left. 1st down for the Wildcats. He's down all the way to about the 5. And that'll be about a 9-yard gain for Buell. So that was a great play there by Graydon Buell. Able to scramble and make what would have been a negative play a positive play. First and goal now here for the Wildcats. They're knocking on the Raider door. Now do they aim for Coleman, 6 foot 205. They aim for him. He's going to be at the bottom of your screen out of view. Here's the handoff to Todd. Raiders get him in the backfield. Ronald Todd there on the carry, not able to not going to have much. Charles Dressel on the tackle again. And maybe a short loss there for Todd. I would imagine he lost at least a yard on that play, not too much more than that. So the Raiders defense here playing about 5 yards off the ball. Wide receiver was, and Buell got hit and rocked. He's down at the 4, so he won't gain anything. And Dressel making the tackle again. So it's going to be 3rd and short now for the Wildcats. As they look to knock on the door, maybe even to take the lead here. They trail by 5, 12-7, with 9:20 to go here in the 4th. Raiders looking for an upset today. Can they help themselves out with a stand here? Buell back to pass. He looks left. Over the center. Now he's got to get rid of the football. He throws. Did Morgan hang on? He did. Touchdown. What a play. Brady Brogan with a touchdown. Buell had to get rid of the football. He just did in time. And they rule it a touchdown. And so now it's 13-12 Wildcats. And they're going to go for 2 to try to make this a 3-point game. The Wildcats will take another timeout. So the Wildcats now 1 timeout left here in the second half. With 9:06 to go, we'll be right back on your home for Central Lakes College Football. This has got Ronald Todd in the backfield in the pistol formation. The 3rd wide receiver coming out late. Buell, play action pass, throw, caught Coleman. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Wildcats will take a 3-point lead. 15-12. Wildcats retake the lead. So the Wildcats here with a 3-point lead with 9:06 left here in the 4th. Wildcats looking to move to 6-0. Raiders with a win here today, looking to move to 3-3. Here's the kick. This will be received by Noah Foster back at the 10. Foster makes a cut. Out to the 25. Hurdles a man at the 31. And that is a 21-yard return for Noah Foster. So Noah Foster showing off his athleticism right there. So the Raiders will start at their own 32. As Kroll back out again here as the Raiders quarterback. 4 wide receivers set here, split. Anthony Richmond in the backfield, he will get the carry. Richmond spins up to about the 36. So that will be about a 4-yard carry. 14 carries, 55 yards today for Anthony Richmond. So here's Kroll in the pistol set. Kroll with a handoff again here to Richmond. Richmond not able to gain much. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It certainly looked like he did. Just about 8 minutes left to go in this game. We move to 3rd and 6 here for the Raiders. Here is the Raiders. We got Tucker Schultz to the bottom of your screen. Caleb Jones in there as well. Foster's out there. And here come the Wildcats on the blitz. Here's the throw to Schultz, overthrown. He stared right at Tucker Schultz right away, and the Raiders will punt. Tim Ryan here back to punt. He's back at his own 15. High snap. Ryan able to get the ball away, and he shanked it. And the Wildcats will take over at about their own 47 and a 17-yard punt for the Raiders. 7:28 to play. We'll be right back here in just a moment. So they mark the ball here at the Central Lakes 48. Here is Buell. Buell with TJ Owens here in the backfield. Owens is going to get the handoff, and Owens making a couple of guys miss as he moves all the way up to the Raider 46-yard line. That'll be about a 6-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So TJ Owens now 6 carries, 5 yards for him on the afternoon by my numbers. And Buell here with it again. He's got TJ Owens. He's got Coleman to the bottom of your screen. Here's Owens looking to make some moves, and it looks like he's got enough for a first down.
Owens with the carry over the left side.
And he's going to be just shy. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Be about 3rd and a yard, it looks like. So they'll give him 4. So now Owens up to 9 yards rushing on the day on 7 carries. And the Raiders defense looking to get loud here. 3rd and 1, approaching 6 minutes to play here in the 4th. They're going to give it off to Owens. They do. And he didn't get there. Stuffed by the Raider defense. And he looks like he may have lost a few yards.
Met by a host of Raiders in the middle.
They're going to make him lose a yard. And it's going to be 4th and 2. 8 carries now, 8 yards for TJ Owens. As we're under 5:40 to go. And the Wildcats are going to keep their offense here out onto the field. 4th and short. And the Raiders going to decide to go for it. A little bit surprised here at that decision because they've got a 3-point lead. You figure you'd like to pin them back. Approaching 5 minutes left to go. And Buell hustling up to the line. And we got a flag on the play, and it's going to be against North Dakota, it appears. And it's going to be a false start on North Dakota. That's huge for the Raiders. Now a 4th and 2 turns into a 4th and 7, and that will be a punting situation now for the Wildcats. And maybe they even did that play on purpose just to give their punter a little bit more room. But on a false start, you'd rather let your guys make a delay of game, but there's the punt, nearly just got it blocked. And the catch made. And the Raiders will start their drive at about their own 14. So we got 4:46 to go here, crunch time, as the Raiders looking to make an upset here today. North Dakota State with 15 points. A season low for them at this point, as the Raiders will take over here with a 1st and down, with a 1st and 10 at their own 12. Here's Kroll, give the Rich, and Richmond able to maybe get to close to the 16. So they will give him a gain of 1. They'll give Richmond 2, so he's up to 57 yards rushing now on the afternoon. So the Raiders with a 12-7 lead at halftime, now trail 15-12 here with approaching 4 minutes left to go. Kroll, fake pitch, around to Caleb Jones. He's got some room to run. Jones all the way down to about the 30. About a 15-yard gain.
Brings it out to the 30-yard line. That's a Raider first down.
So that is a Raider first down. They'll move the clock under 4 minutes. Caleb Jones, his first rush of the game, goes for 15. And bench here starting to get a little rowdy here this afternoon. And we approach 3 minutes left to go. Kroll back to pass, throw, caught by Caleb Jones, and he is decked at the 35 by number 26, Desmond Gibbons. Gibbons with a huge hit.
Gain of 5 brings us 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
And that will bring up 2nd and 5. And here's Kroll. The Raiders with all 3 timeouts at their disposal if they want. The Wildcats with 1. Kroll back to pass, great pocket throw up to Tucker Schultz. Incomplete. Tucker Schultz wants a flag. He's not going to get one.
Pass intended for number 3, Tucker Schultz, is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Raiders.
So that will bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Raiders. So a good throw there by Kroll, unfortunately just a little bit overthrown. And here's Kroll, he's got Richmond in the backfield. And that ball should have been picked off. That ball knocked away by
Ball's knocked down by number 17, Adam Chidecki.
Adam Chidecki on the knockaway. And that will move it to 4th down here for the Raiders. What do you do here? They're going to go for it, it looks like. Kroll's on the field. And 2 weeks from now, the Raiders will play Dakota County Technical College 2 weeks from today. We still got 2:32 here yet to go in this one. 4th down, this is the game. Throw, caught. First down, Raiders and more. Down to the up to the 49 of their own territory.
Pass complete to number 85, Jake Moe.
Jake Moe with the catch, his 2nd grab of the day.
Moe brings it out to the 49-yard line.
That is a huge grab. He caught the ball right at the sticks. And luckily there on a 2nd and 3rd effort, he's able to break away and get some more yardage. And we approach 2 minutes left to go. Raiders again, they've got a full complement of timeouts. They've got all 3 to use. Kroll, handoff, Richmond. Richmond will gain a yard.
Richmond can carry up the middle. Uniform makes it 2nd and 9 for the Raiders.
So it will be now 2nd and 9 here for the Raiders. Manny Cruz here coming in at nose tackle here for the Wildcats. 6'3", 285 is Manny Cruz. And so the Raiders may not be running here. Kroll back to pass. Trying to get rid of the football, he throws. That one well overthrown, intended for Tucker Schultz.
Kroll pass is incomplete, brings up 3rd down for the Raiders.
That pocket closing fast. It was the old jump pass there for Jacob Kroll. And we've got 1:16 left. 3rd and 9, and obviously it's 4-down territory here for the Raiders. 3rd and 9, ball at midfield. $1:16 left. Raiders trail by 3 on your scoreboard. They had the lead. Ended up surrendering that lead earlier in the quarter. And there's the flag, and it's going to be a false start on the Raiders. That'll be only the 3rd penalty against the Raiders today, but that is a big, big penalty. So that moves a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 14. And so the Raiders here with 2 downs left, and if they don't get a 1st down, it's game over. And the Raiders looking to get back to 500 with a win here today, and they've got 2 downs to do it. 1st, 3rd, and 14. Kroll back to pass. Kroll getting out of the pocket, escaping, throws up. That ball up for grabs and incomplete. That ball intended for Ethan Guerrera.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Ethan Guerrera. Makes it 4th down
Now
for the
it's
Raiders.
4th down and 14. Wildcats looking to move to 6-0 with a stop here. Can the Raiders pull something out of their hat and extend their drive? This has been a very well-played game, really overall here for the Raiders today, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Only giving up 15 points so far, but they trail by 3. Kroll back to pass. Here's the game, 4th and 14. Kroll back to pass. Throws. This ball up in the air and dropped. Flag out on the play, and this game is not over. This game is going to be extended on a pass interference on the Wildcat defense. That ball intended for Tucker Schultz, and a huge penalty here upcoming. That should be a holding penalty here. That will give the Raiders an automatic 1st down. Pass interference will be the call. 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty.
Ball's placed at the Wildcat 40, and it's a 1st and 10 under a minute to play. What a huge, huge penalty that was on the Wildcat defense. First and 10 on the 40. Now the Raiders with a fresh drive. Kroll back to throw. Lofts one up in the air. Caught! Touchdown Raiders! What a play! Up in the air, Tucker Schultz, 40 yards for the Raiders! What a job! This place is going nuts! And the Raiders take the lead with 50 seconds remaining, 18-15. Woo! And this is going to be a big extra point. Torres here to kick, and this is huge. Raiders up by 3. They can make it 4 with a made extra point. He missed one earlier in the game. Snap down, kick is up, and the kick is good. It's a 4-point lead for the Raiders. They lead by 4, looking to make the upset now. Raiders with one more defensive stand in this ball game. A huge pass interference penalty on 4th and 14 extends the Raider drive, and a 40-yard touchdown pass to Tucker Schultz gives the Raiders the lead with under 1 minute to go. How about this? Raiders have held a team offensively scoring 50 points a game through 5 games to 15 points with a 4-point lead. And the Raiders one defensive drive away from pulling off their biggest win of the year and maybe one of the biggest in Coach Medic's career as the Central Lakes College head coach. Here's a squib kick up to the 25, return. And he will get up to about the 43. That is where Ethan John for the Wildcat on the return. And they will start their drive from their own 43. They've had pretty good field position for the majority of this game.
Wildcats begin at their own 43-yard line. First and 10.
44 seconds left to go. Sun has broken out here. The clouds disappearing. And the sun is out for the first time all game. And it's shining on the Raider defense to make a play. Buell back to pass. Looks right, throws right. That ball looks to be incomplete. And they're going to say Coleman caught that football out of bounds. And they're going to spot the football at the 46. 40 seconds to go. What a heck of a catch there by Coleman out of bounds. Great play. Buell back to pass. Looks right. He's looking that way again. That is a sliding grab. Marcelio Mendez making the grab.
Ball placed at the Raiders' 37-yard line.
That ball placed now at the 37. Second and short here for the Wildcats. Buell back to pass. Raiders, good pocket. That ball caught at the 25 by Coleman. Second catch of the drive for Coleman. And now we've got an injured Raider on the field here.
Timeout on the field.
Eli Weingardner. So we have a timeout on the field here. We'll be right back as they attend to Weingardner. Raider lead 19-15, 31 seconds to go. With the Wildcat driving on your home for Central Lakes College football. So Weingartner is back up on his feet, being assisted to the sideline. And Weingartner just kind of collapsed there on the field. Maybe looking to stop some Wildcat momentum. But here they go from the Raider 36. 1st and 10. Buell back to pass. Throw. He's looking for Coleman in the end zone. Nearly intercepted.
Buell's pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That ball nearly picked. That was a great coverage there by the Raider defense. It appeared it was number 25, Reggie Morrow, on the coverage. And here's Buell now, 2nd and 10, 25.8 left. They're going to need help here with Coleman, but Buell's looking left. He throws left. He's got a man open, caught! Touchdown! Mendez with the grab in the corner. (21-19) now is the Wildcat lead. So Science takes the late lead with 19 seconds left. High snap, kick is up, and that one is good.
Extra point is good by number 37, Hunchak.
So a 3-point lead, the Raiders with 3 timeouts left, and they've got 19 seconds to make something happen. So the Raiders with 19.2 seconds to work with, a full complement of timeouts, which will be huge. And they're going to need some chunk plays to get into field goal range. And that extra point Torres missed in this game looms large, as he missed the extra point on the first touchdown of the game here for the Raiders. Here's the kickoff. Caught. And the Raiders will start their final drive
Received by number 22, Jamar Nelson.
at about the 37-yard line. So the Raiders with 14.3 left.
Take over 1st and 10.
And the Raiders, again, with a full complement of timeouts. Looking to make some big plays, and unfortunately not a lot of time to do it. We've had 2 lead changes here in the final minute. Here's Kroll. Back to pass. He's got good protection. Lofts that one up. Tucker Schultz. Picked off, and that's going to be it. So with 8.7 seconds left, the Raiders will fall to 2 and 4, pardon me. And the Wildcats will move to 6-0 on their year. With 8.7 seconds left, they'll take a knee on this one and they will end this game. And your final will be 22-19.
Ball spot at the 20-yard line. Wildcats take over 1st and 10.
As the Wildcats drop again today, but was a very exciting game here up until about the last 40 seconds or so. And that's going to do it. Wildcats will move to 6-0. The Raiders will fall to 2 and 4 on the year. Cameron Schneider bringing you the game today alongside the Central Lakes videography team here bringing you the game. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks for more Raider football.